Okay, I know it's been a while on the videos, and there's a good reason for that. Been trying to sell this girl, and had a buyer that I thought was good, and it fell through. He did an engine survey. I brought a mechanic and did an engine survey. Engines checked out fine. There were some minor things that the engine survey guy told the prospective buyer, and that combined with the fact that this guy didn't really want to work on a used boat, I think that scared him away, and he actually went off, I think, and bought a brand new boat from the boat show over in Cabrillo. So that was he had gone to the boat show the week before. He put the deposit down on this, and like I said, we went out, we did a sea trial. There was there wasn't any major issues. There was a little bit of hesitation at wide open throttle on one of the engines, but that was due to a fuel filter issue, which I've now resolved. But there were some other minor issues, and I'm going to tackle some of those today. At least one of those specifically. There was from the sea strainer to the raw water pump, that hose had not been changed, I think, for the life of the boat. And it does have some cracks in it and needs to get changed. So that's what we're going to do today. I did change the primary fuel, or clean the primary fuel filter, which is this hockey puck type of thing. And I did put in new Raycor water separating filters. So I'm pretty sure that will take care of the hesitation at wide open throttle for the one engine. Anyways, let's get into this and get started. All right. Okay, so here's the new hose that I'm going to be putting in to replace the old cracked ones, and I'll show you the cracked one here in a little bit. This is a Trident Flex. It's wet exhaust and raw water hose. So it will be going in and replacing the old stuff. So let's take a look at the old stuff and what they're concerned about. I don't know, you'll be able to see it very well. It'll probably be better when we pull it out, but that is the old hose, and that goes from the sea strainers down to the or up to the water pump, or the raw water pump. So two detachment points. One's back here, right there. That's got to come off, and then the other end, I probably can't show you. It's on the raw water pump. It's down here, right there. So, time to get busy and try to yank these guys off. That should be fun. Okay, so first thing we want to do is close off the raw water. And I think that's this way on this one. Let's open all the way. There we go. That's closed off. Let's get the other one. Well, we got the BFH in our hand. Let's go ahead and do that. And this one's going to come towards us. Nice. Got one side of this hose off, easy peasy. That's because Matt has changed this water, raw water pump impeller a couple times, and this hose has come off. So I'll try to get the other side off, and I'll show you the cracks. Okay, well, That was no fun at all, but it's out. And one thing is for sure, I grossly underestimated the length of this hose. I thought it was about 4.5 feet, and it's going to be longer than that, I think. So that means I don't have enough hose to do the other side, which is not good. Oops. Okay, so here's these cracks. I don't know if you can see them very well. Try to get them up in the light. There's the cracks. So they're not very good, and that's what the guy was complaining about. This hose has been on the boat. It's original to the boat. Here's the original tag from Tiara, and I can't read that just yet, but I'll pull it out and take a read at it. See what we got. All right. I don't know if I got it in me to do the other side. That was a lot of work. I'm sweating like a pig. So I'm going to take a little break and then do the other side. But before I do that, I got to go get some hose because I was a foot short on my estimate there. Oops. Alright, not a problem. I'm just going to have some extra Trident wet exhaust hose, 1.25 inches. Don't never have too much of that stuff. It's, you know, you're going to use it every place. No, that's not going to happen. Okay, just a note, a couple of boats down last year, a mechanic was working on his boat, working on a boat, not his boat, but working on a boat, and he was working solo during the week, which a lot of boat mechanics do. Well, the next morning they found him dead, hunched over the engine. He apparently had a massive coronary. So the only reason I'm relaying this story is because when you're working on your boat, it's a good idea to let people know what you're doing and where you are, just in case. Yeah, this poor guy had passed away during the day sometime, and nobody found him until the boat neighbor next door to that boat came and saw him hunched over, and then a couple hours went by and he saw him in the same exact position, and that's when he called out and said, "Hey buddy, are you okay?" And of course he wasn't. So anyways, just a side note, you know, let people know where you are and what you're doing. All right. Okay, port side's done. Let's check it for leaks. What's going on? What a nightmare. So I ended up buying 5.5 additional feet of this hose. So the 5.5 additional feet of hose, with including a bolt that was rusting. This bolt right here Alright, so bilge is all cleaned up, and still got a little water down there that seeped back in. So that's going to do it for this trip. I'm going to keep an eye on that one bolt, see if it rusts up again. Hopefully it doesn't. Alright, well, hopefully if you liked what you saw today, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I don't know when this boat's going to sell. It's been up since February, so it's coming up on a year. So I just keep plugging away at it, doing repairs, doing maintenance, and taking her out. So I'm going to try to get out to Arrow Point in Catalina in November or December here. I was out there with a class teaching some people how to dive, and really neat area. I'd never been there before, so hopefully that'll be coming up soon. Alright, so these hoses did pretty good. I mean, they are 21 years old, maybe 22, and they're original for the boat, so they are only cracked in a few places and they never leaked. So, but Mr. Engine Surveyor, rightly so, pointed them out and said, hey, they need to get replaced, which is correct, and now they are replaced.